to Chapter 8, the fundamentals of lean process improvement. In this chapter, we're going to take a look at a couple of key concepts: Kanbans and pull production systems. I'm going to start with Kanban. In the PowerPoint that is linked onto the Lessons tab for Chapter 8, Slide 19, you'll see in front of you, as you see here on the screen, a Kanban rack. And what they mean by that is this is a storage room, and this is a lot of pieces that are used. I believe they're hospital supplies. And how do we keep track of the inventory? Well, there are lots of ways to do that in grocery stores or large stores like Walmart or Best Buy. You're going to find that they do it electronically. They do it by computer, and there's a way that the cash register will say that so many of these items went out, so you should have so many in stock. But in many situations, it's just not reasonable to have that kind of a system going. For example, in a doctor's office or a dental office, does it really make sense to have an electronic system to keep track of your inventory? It may be more costly. The cost might override the benefit. So there is another simpler way to do it, and that's called a Kanban. And a Kanban is a way to visually see that we're running low on a supply. So let's say that the supply that is in this bin, this upper blue bin, that it holds 3 in there, and we use about 1 a month. Sometimes maybe 2 in a month. All right, so it would make sense to have a month's worth of supplies and maybe just a little extra, but there are other considerations to figuring out how many we should have in there. What if it takes 6 months to get our new supplies? Then we should have a bigger bin, and we should have 6 months worth of supplies. So what we want to think about is how many do we generally use, and what is the reorder time? Now, once we figure that out and we have enough in our inventory, we need a way to visually see and very quickly see that it needs to be reordered. And so what we often see is some type of card, sometimes called a Kanban card, that is placed so that when, in this particular case, this could be Kanban cards, and this is way in the back as we fill our inventory. And when this moves to the front, when this little card, this little indicator comes all the way to the front, it means that that item has to be ordered. And so this little item probably has a tag on it saying the item number that has to be ordered. So if you are the person who takes the item and this is up front, you set this on the desk of the person who does the ordering. They order it, and when they get it, they put this back way in the back, and they put all the inventory in front, and they continue to order. So it's a way of not overstocking. We don't remember that one of the excess waste is too much inventory. If we have too much inventory and we have a change in our inventory or a change in our need, then we'll end up with wasting items. And sometimes they're time sensitive. These bottles down here, they're liquid. So it's possible that there are expiration times on those. And so that's always another consideration. So each of these items has a different reason to have a number of those items stocked. And when that is figured out, then there has to be some type of card or some way that as someone grabs an item, that moves toward the front, and then that tells them to reorder. So it says here that this is a Kanban rack, each container with a card. So I'm assuming they all have cards. I'm going to go to slide number 41. All right, these are Kanban shelves. And so see the indicators. A lot of times in lean process improvement, you're going to see colored lines. This colored line over here, I just want to point it out to you, is probably showing that something belongs there, whether it's a garbage can or whatever. So when you're cleaning off your shelves at home, or you're reorganizing your kitchen or your bathroom or whatever it is, it's important to have some type of indicator there, because you may not be the only person that uses that bathroom or kitchen. So for example, in this warehouse, this is designed, and it's probably labeled trash can, to show that the trash can belongs there. So if someone empties it, they know that it belongs right in that spot. All right, now these are I'm getting a little off of topic here, but it's good to point out all the visuals right in front of you. Now these are Kanban shelves, And so we can see that the red zone is reached, order for glassware is placed. Red zone inventory is moved up to the top, so red shelf items don't go out of date. So what we have here is a constant. After we use this, then we grab this shelf, then we grab this shelf when that one's out. So there's a replacement policy, so we're always using the most current and nothing gets out of date. So it's called red zone. And you can see it's when we have to keep a lot of these in stock and we're worried about it going out. So this PowerPoint actually goes through a lot of detail, as you'll see through it, but you will really understand it when you get to the videos. Now these videos are important to watch. Here's the Kanban video, and now that I've talked about it, I would definitely watch this. And then I would like you to watch these 2 videos on the pull series. I could try to talk about pull versus push. You're going to learn it much better if you watch the simplex improvement video. Actually, there are 2 videos here. And then also this video on the pull system, and it also talks about Kanban. So you're going to get the most out of the chapter, I believe, by watching the videos, and then basically reviewing by reading the chapter, doing the quiz, and the discussion questions. All right, that's it.